Hello, you are welcome. This video is going to talk about language, meaning and definition. Ordinary language, as most of us are at least vaguely aware, serves various functions in our day-to-day lives. Language is used to ask questions, flirt with someone, tell jokes, launch verbal assault, greet someone, and so on. For us to know meaning and definition of language, there are some topics we need to take a look at. The first topic we are going to look at is ambiguity. Ambiguity means having more than one possible interpretation. Ab means two. Ambiguity could also mean unclear. For example, Sarah gave a bath to her dog wearing a pink t-shirt. Ambiguity: is the dog wearing the pink t-shirt? The next topic we look at is vagueness. Vagueness refers to a lack of clarity in meaning. Vagueness in statement decreases the amount of information that is being conveyed. For example, I will be back later. What does this mean? Later might be 2 minutes, 2 hours, or even 2 days. Let's take a look at the next example. We should raise taxes on the wealthy. The word raise here might mean the taxes can be 10,000, 20,000, or 30,000. Everything shows these statements lack clarity in meaning. Now we are looking at definitions. Definitions are words used to explain and clarify meaning to terms. Definitions have two main parts, namely definindum and definings. Definindum is the term being defined, and definings is the words that defines the definindum. For example, in the definition, tiger means a large, striped, ferocious feline indigenous to the jungles of India and Asia. The word tiger is the definindum, and everything after the word means is the definings. We are going to look at another topic: use and mention. The cases of use of a word are those in which it functions to accomplish something. As when, so indicates a conclusion in the phrase, so you cannot rely on it. The cases of mention of a word are cases when we are drawing attention to the word itself as a thing among other things and saying something about it. In these cases, we are not using the word but talking about it, which is one of the things that mentions means. Let's take a good look at this statement. Alice is a girl. Alice is a stupid enough name. It's pretty clear right away that the difference between these two statements is the fact that one is about a girl and the other is about a word. In the first, the word is being used as words are usually used, to talk about things. In the second, the word is being used in a way that is unusual, to talk about itself. In the following comic strip, note the distinction at work. I read your English report as you asked. You spell incorrectly. That is correct if I had spelled it correctly. It would have been incorrect. In the second frame, the girl seems to hear incorrectly. That incorrectly is mentioned twice, whereas Kwame mentions it first and then uses it, and then she mentions rather than uses correctly. The topic that we are going to look at is consistency and inconsistency. When do we say if a statement is consistent or inconsistent? Consistency is a set of statements when and only when it is logically possible for all of them to be true in the same situation. Example: Ajwa is happy and Ajwa is pregnant are consistent with each other since there is no reason why a pregnant woman cannot be happy. Inconsistency is when the statement will entail a contradiction. Examples: I am happy and I'm not happy. Akosua is black and Akosua is chocolate in comprehension. Many inconsistencies are easy to detect, but not always. Inconsistency is also known as contraries. Now let's take a good look at implication. What is implication? Implication is something that is indirectly in our thinking and is leading us to. Example: we should make more people happy rather than just ourselves. Our next topic that we'll be looking at is equivalence. In language, we say a statement is equivalent when they necessarily have the same true value. For example, Halle Berry is more beautiful than Cardi B is equivalent to Cardi B is less beautiful than Halle Berry. Now we are looking at necessary truth and necessary falsehood. Necessary truth. To say X is necessary condition for Y is to say that the occurrence of X is required for the occurrence of Y. It can also be called essential condition. That is, if X is no, Y cannot be yes. Necessary falsehood is to show that X is not necessary condition for Y. Example is being a land animal is not necessary for being a mammal. Whales are mammal, but they live in the sea. At this level, we are going to look at what makes a statement contingent. So we are going to look at contingent preposition, contingent truth, and contingent falsehood. What is contingent preposition? A contingent preposition is a preposition that is not necessarily true or necessarily false. That is, it's not the negation of necessarily truth. An example of contingent preposition is the preposition that human beings have evolved from other forms of life. What is contingent truth and contingent false? A contingent truth is a true preposition that could have been false, and a contingent false is a false preposition that could have been true. Something is contingently true if it is true in one or more words, but not all. For example, Emilia Tete is 5 foot 7 inches tall. This is contingent truth. She might be 8 feet tall. Emilia Tete is 98 feet tall. This is contingent falsehood. This is where we draw the curtains on language, meaning and definition. This video showed us the error we made in our statement when we are communicating and never to do such again. This video also made us understand language has two functions here, and one is to carry information, two, to express or evoke feelings. Thank you.